Severance Season 2 finally drops the show's biggest twist after hinting at it with many subtle plot developments. A lot goes on in Severance Season 2's Episode 4 as it unfolds in a novel location and walks through Irving's rite of passage. The episode also reveals some cryptic details about Kia Egan's history, suggesting he had a twin brother, Dieter. Severance Season 2's fourth installment also takes a mysterious turn when the MDR workers encounter their twins, having no clue who they are and how Lumen created them. Owing to so many intriguing story developments, Severance Season 2's Episode 4 has prompted viewers to come up with many theories surrounding its strange setting and Irving's future. However, at the same time, the episode also resolves a massive mystery revolving around Helena's identity. After leaving viewers divided about whether Helena replaced her Innie, Helly, Season 2's Episode 4 finally confirms she actually did it. The lead-up to this fascinating story development had many hidden clues and hints carefully woven into the overarching narrative. 15. Helena hesitates before hugging Mark. Her reaction to Mark's hug shows who she is. One of the biggest clues hinting at Helena's true identity in Severance Season 2's Episode 1 is her reaction to Mark's hug. The two characters kissed in Severance Season 1's ending, which made it hard not to wonder why Helena hesitated before hugging Mark back in Episode 1. As the twist confirms, her reaction reflected how, unlike her Innie, Helly, Helena met Mark for the first time and was naturally caught off guard when he hugged her. For her, Mark was a stranger she was meeting for the first time, which made the hug awkward. 14. Helena comes running out of the elevator. Helly would not have had a reason to run out. The Innie's narrative in Severance Season 2 is a direct continuation of what happened to them in Season 1's overtime contingency incident. Owing to this, Mark's Innie finds himself in the elevator right after he yells, "She's alive," in his outie's home. Similarly, Irving finds himself knocking at the elevator door because he was knocking at Bert's door moments before the overtime contingency ended. Owing to this, since Helly was tackled on stage for revealing the truth about Lumen during overtime contingency, she should not have been running out of the elevator upon returning. 13. Helena's Night Gardener story makes no sense. The story makes her identity a little too obvious. When the MDR employees ask Helena about her overtime contingency experience, she recalls meeting a gardener and asking him for help. Irv catches her red-handed by asking what a gardener was doing outside her home at night. Helena could have easily avoided raising suspicion by coming up with a plausible story before replacing her Innie. However, she seemingly underestimates the Innies and makes Irv suspicious about who she is. 12. Helena assures there are no cameras or microphones. Her faith in Lumen's claims makes her suspicious. After Milchick reveals that Lumen has removed all video and audio recording devices from the MDR department, Helena supports his claims and keeps encouraging Mark to openly talk about their next plan of action. Helly never trusted Lumen and would not believe Milchick if he told her they were not surveilling their moves. The fact that she tries to convince Mark and the other workers that they can trust Lumen establishes she is not who she claims to be. 11. Helena closely watches Helly's footage. She seems envious when she sees her Innie kiss Mark. Before Severance Season 2 reveals that Helena replaced Helly, it shows that Helena closely observed her Innie before deciding to replace her. When Helena watches the CCTV footage of her Innie kissing Mark, she also seems envious. This scene subtly foreshadows the Episode 4 twist by revealing that despite being an Egan and having the freedom to do many things her Innie cannot, Helena cannot help but feel jealous of her Innie. She replaces her not only to keep a close eye on the MDR workers but also to experience her Innie's sense of freedom and emotional connection with Mark. 10. Helena makes Mark question his purpose. She asks him not to care about his Innie. In Severance Season 2's Episode 1, Helena tries to convince Mark that he should not care too much about what his Innie wants. She tries to talk him out of looking for his wife, Gemma, in the Lumen building, hinting at how she is there to ensure the Innies do not go too far in their quest to find answers. Helena also seems too oversold on her Innie's romance with Mark based on the CCTV kiss footage. As a result, she tries a little too hard to project the same idea on Mark when Mark and Helly were only starting to like each other before they kissed in Season 1. 9. Helena and Lumen's other leading figures would never let Helly return. Helly almost destroyed Lumen's reputation. Given how Helly almost exposed Lumen's wrongdoings and ruined the company's reputation in the outside world, it would make no sense for Helena and her family to let her Innie return to the office. Owing to this, the fact that she returns after Mark's request to the board is enough to give away who she is. Mark, Dylan, and Irv were fairly compliant before Helly joined Lumen and planted the seeds of doubt against Lumen in them. Letting her return would have always been a major risk for Lumen. Therefore, it makes sense that they replaced her with Helena.